Welcome to the podcast. Today we are going to talk about something that has really divided Disney fans. A live action movie, are good there or not really?
Yes, those real versions of the favorite classics like The Lion King, Aladdin, Mulan, or The Little Mermaid.
We're going to look at the pros and cons, the stories, the actors, the special effects, and even how the movies are promoted.
To get comfortable, because today we're going to define if Disney is reinventing the magic or just the same formula. It was sincere and honestly, I didn't feel like anything was missing. I seen it like a pretty complete adaptation to me. Staying true to the essence of the story and keeping to fairy tale feeling from the anime version.
I like Lilo and Stitch, although I feel that several important parts from the animated movie were missing. I enjoy seeing how they adapted the story and how they portrayed the characters, but I still noticed that they were very meaningful in the original version. Those moments added more emotional depth and stronger connections between the characters. So without them, I felt the movie was a bit incomplete. Even so, it was entertaining, and I like seeing a new interpretation of such a beloved story.
The live action movie was also Cinderella and its Smiles, my favorite one. I feel that it respects the essence of the anime version, but at the same time it's a new essence and details that don't change the story. They just make it richer and more complex.
I don't remember what my first live action was.
Something I feel like the live action movie only turned copy to the anime, but with real people. Yes, even though the act small, the makes a difference between the anime version and the actual. They also removed Dean's fun love, like a musical part or a secondary characters. Do you prefer a faithful version or change a new idea?
I love India, especially to the original story scale to keeping and movies essence. I think if you change to lose the magic. For me, it's important that the movie stays true to the original story because that's what makes it authentic. I love to see this used to enhance experience, but with changing it correct.
I first want to make change, but without losing the essence or the mission of the anime version. I don't think it makes more sense to make an adaptation if they were only going to copy the essence in movie. For me, the best time is when they add new things, ideas, or different ideas that make it feels fresh, but without changing the story we already know. Live action movie, it's important to choose actors we can represent characters correctly.
Yeah, there are cases like Will Smith and Aladdin. Many people is done with him, but in the end, he was a stronger person in the movie.
And in The Little Mermaid, there was a lot of controversy about the casting, Hailey Bailey, but her was amazing.
Do you think fans are too many when its classic characters is defending cheesy?
No, I don't think people are ready to say it. In the end, an adaptation should keep some consistency with the original characters. I also don't think they're promoting inclusion the way they show, especially with the stuff in Snow White. They prefer to use CGI instead of giving opportunities to actors who actually have genetic condition, which feel like a missing change.
I think fans sometimes seem demanding because they're very attached to the original version. I personally like change and new ideas because they can bring freshness to the story. But I also understand why it bothers people when important scenes are removed or characters are changed too much. So even though I enjoy new interpretations. I understand why many fans want more faithfulness.
One of the challenges of live action is making the visual effects match with the animation of the original film.
But in The Lion King, for example, the animals look so realistic that they lost expression.
Exactly, the technology is unfair, but sometimes it's made of magic of animation disappears. How much does technology improve the story?
Technology can enhance a story, but it's not the case to make it great. A good story is a book that carries not an emotional connection. Technology can add visual, sound, and effect, but it can't replace a week.
Technology enhances a story when it's used to support it, making the world and the characters feel more real and immersive. However, no matter how many effects or advancements there are, nothing can replace a good plot. Technology only works when it complements the narrative, not when it tries to replace it.
Something I was get my attention is who Disney uses nostalgia in its trailers.
Yes, they always use with the original music or iconic lines that really affects with the people who remember their favorite anime movie.
And it works because it makes you think about our childhood and we want to relive it. Although sometimes it feels more like a strategy than a creative idea. Disney is still innovating, or is it just recycling its own success?
I believe they're just recycling their past because there isn't a real attempt to create anything new. I honestly feel like don't want to put in the reform anymore, but just repeat the same stories and formulas that work at once. Instead, I think the risk was in fresh and of creative ideas. They stick to the same opinion, even if it makes everything feels boring, repetitive, and lifeless. The lack of innovation is obvious that it most feels like they're undermining that audience as if was world losing that they're giving them the same thing over and over again. Even now Disney still innovates, the company usually relies on the success and nostalgia of the classic to try the audience again. They know same story already have strong followers, so they use the love for anime movies to make sure the new versions are successful too. However, this sometimes makes it seem like they are just recycling in things of taking fixed with through new ideas.
But in The Lion King, for example, the animals with rojo. Although sometimes it feels. ¡Ya se me olvidó! Pequeño, a la madre.
Today we are going. Ándale. Justo ahorita,
Tú puedes cerrar los ojos ahorita. Tú puedes hacer lo que quieras hacer.
with the animation of the
Expression. I really like change a new idea. No va así, pero bueno.
challenge of the
Ya, Jaira, te que te sientes. Muchas gracias.
Ay, pura, él dice que le estoy retrasando.
Es que siento que si empezamos muy serios se va a notar.
Ajá, sí. Anita. Ya.
Feels and no, si se puede meter.
Estaba en la cocina haciendo chocolate para la madrina. Poti, poti, pata de palo, olor de y nariz de guacamole.
Who remember the favorite?
Ayer teníamos la cara
Sí, ayer teníamos así
de
fastidio.
de todo menos de ganas de estar aquí.
Tal about something. Si estuviera juzgona. Many people develop. Ay, ¿qué?
Tamales y chingue, chingue.